Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Tuesday, and the date is the 23rd of March 2021. We're learning about the objects that we have in our solar system, and we said that our solar system has what? Who can tell me? Does it have?
I know.
It has
Yes?
planets and moons and stars.
Excellent. So stars, planets, and moons. Well done. Also, there are other flying objects. Yesterday we went through them very quickly. So let's today revise them. Make sure that you know what are the flying objects. Please open your cameras, my lovely students. We have something called dwarf planets. Yes, Amal?
My hair is messy.
Really? I told you that's not an excuse.
Miss, you said you will show us your messy hair today.
Okay,
Yeah.
after we stop recording, you did not say it before we start recording.
Miss, look at my hair. What is this?
All right. Okay, what's a dwarf planet?
It's a planet that's like not shaped as a circle. It's like half of it or something like that.
Not really, Maria. Not really. Can you read it, please? Can you read it?
Dwarf planets are nearly round bodies whose orbits cross the orbits of other bodies.
Yes, that's why they are dwarf planets, because our planets and all the planets we know, when they revolve around the sun, they move away any objects that come near to them. But dwarf planets, they have other bodies orbiting with them. So that's why we call them dwarf planets. They're not alone. They always have company with them. And most are found where? In a region of a solar system beyond Neptune's orbit, called the Kuiper Belt. Beyond Neptune, that means very, very, very far away. They are not even close to the outer planets. These objects are far away and hard to study. So,
Miss, but how did they know that there was something existing that is called dwarf
that's a
planet?
great question. We are going there today. After learning what are the objects that are flying, I'm gonna answer your question. Now, what's an asteroid, Yatala? Tell me.
An asteroid are rock and iron objects that orbit the sun.
Exactly.
No.
Excellent. So asteroids are made from what?
Iron and rock.
Exactly. Exactly.
Miss, I can tell you what it means from my mind.
Yes, yeah, Feroz.
I'll tell you what yesterday. Is
What
that
if
okay?
it? Huh?
Right, I told you what our asteroids are yesterday.
Yes, please.
I'll tell you the same as yesterday.
Okay.
The asteroids are it's a rock and
They are found where?
They are found
Between what and what?
Jupiter
Between
Between Mars and Jupiter.
outer
Excellent. Outer and inner planets. Excellent. And they are known as what? They are known as what?
asteroid belt.
Excellent. They are known as an asteroid belt. Also, we have moons, and they are flying also around the space, but moons are revolving around planets. Some of our planets, they have many moons, but some of them, like us, we have only one moon. So it's a very different from Earth. They are very different from Earth's moon. Not all the moons are similar to them. Some of moons may they have liquid oceans under layer of ice. Another of Jupiter moon has the most active volcanoes of any body in the solar system. Our moon, it's only made of rock and it is not made of anything else. So moons, are they similar to each other or they are very different from one another?
Super duper
They're
different.
different.
Miss, but how
Excellent.
is there 150 moons
Because
for
the planet
every,
is too much
like,
big. Because Jupiter is too much big, Saturn is too much big comparing to Earth. That's why they have some moons.
Can I ask you another question?
Of course.
Why is Mars why does Mars has like 9 hours and 55 minutes
Of a day.
like for a day? Yeah.
Because, okay, what makes a day and night?
The sun and the moon.
No. Is it rotation or
Oh,
revolving?
the rotation.
Rotation. Okay. What does it mean to rotate?
That means it turns around itself.
Exactly. That means it turns around itself. If it's taking 9 hours a day, 9 hours a night, do you think it's going fast or slow?
Fast.
Yes. So it depends on the speed that it goes around its axis. So if it's going too fast around itself, so definitely it will take a shorter day, not like us, 24 hours for a day and night. See? So it depends on the speed that it rotates around its axis. All right. Also, we have meteoroids, meteors, and meteorites. What are they? These, tons of them, they hit the Earth atmospheres, okay? Meteoroids are pieces of rock that break off of what? Asteroids travel through space. Read, please, Yatala. Most meteoroids
Most meteorites
Mhm.
burn up in Earth's atmosphere, causing a streak of light called a meteor. Meteorites that reach Earth's surface are called meteorites.
Excellent, excellent. So, meteoroids are the pieces of rock that will break off. When they break off, they make meteoroids and they travel through space. So while they are in space, we call them meteoroids. After that, when they burn up in the Earth atmosphere and they cause a streak of light, what do we call it? A meteorios. Yes.
So weird.
After that, when it reaches the Earth's surface, what do we call it? Meteorites.
Meteorites. So there's one meteorite.
So they all are the
with
same, but
D, but
is very different. It depends on the position. Where are they? They are still in space. We call them meteoroids with a D. But if they are just causing a light, they are meteoros. But if they are reaching Earth surface, we call them meteorites. Okay?
so
They
like basically
Mhm.
when like they're causing a streak of light, like just like, and then it goes. It's
Yes.
like basically a meteorite.
Meteoros.
Like meteorites.
Yes,
And then
a meteoros.
if it's like basically kind of like reaching Earth's surface, which is like kind of like digging in it, like it's landed really hard and
Exactly.
And
Call
then
it
it's called
meteorites. Well
meteorite.
done. Well done, ya Talia. Excellent. Proud of you. Very good, Talia. Now, finally, what's a comet? Hiya, Maria. What's a comet?
A comet is a chunk of frozen gases, rock, ice, and dust.
Exactly. Look at the picture down here. That's a comet. So a comet looks very blue and shiny and made of what? Rocks also?
Dust. Rocks, ice, and dust, and frozen gases.
Excellent, excellent. Comets have long orbits around the sun. As comets pass close to the sun, part of their frozen surface begin to break away and turn into gases and dust. That's why they have gases and dust. As long as they are coming close to the sun, they will turn to gases and dust. And these particles reflect the sun's light and become visible as long tails. So when you see long tails up in the space, what do you think it is? Comets, because they are still in space. But what about meteorites? Meteorites, we can see them from Earth. They are visible from Earth. Comets are not visible from Earth. Maybe you need a micro telescope, which is very, very delicate, and it can see very far away. And also one very special thing about comets, that read that last line, ya Maria. That comet's tail what?
Comets tail always point away from the sun.
Exactly. It's always, always, always pointing away from the sun. But meteorites and meteors and meteorites can come to our Earth surface. Okay, girls, I think now we are able to answer Tala's question. How do people learn about space and other planets and other objects? What do they launch out to space? Again, what?
It's a vehicle.
Satellite.
Satellite. Excellent, Mariana. They launches satellite. Okay, have you heard the news lately?
No,
No.
I don't hear news. Mom and Dad
Really,
say
it's
they don't
something
like
really
it.
interesting about launching a small satellite, or what do you call it? A small spaceship with a robot inside to the space to learn more about space and other planets and what are the objects are in our planets. So this is how we study about them. Satellite catches the pictures, also data, informations. They are connected to our computers on Earth. So this is how we learn about space. So observing, see, observators have powerful telescope that enable scientists to track the movement of objects on space. This is the telescope I told you about, but also they can launch a rocket, so it can give them a very good picture from up there. And sometimes when meteorites are reaching the land, they study the hole or the dig that happened or the impact that can happen anywhere on Earth.
Do you
And
know, like that hole
Mhm.
is a meteoritis. That one, I don't know what is it called. It's so hard. Yeah, the one like
Meteorites.
here. This, yes,
Meteorites. Yes.
and it happened in Mexico. In the
Really?
giraffe.
Wow, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
it was in the book. I remember it.
Yes, that is
It's
really
in the
cool.
giraffe thing, whatever, and it's like basically now, which is Mexico now.
All right. Now let's go to sum it up. Please open to page 552, everyone. 552, sorry. 552. I want someone to read the summary, please, for me.
Me,
And-
Amal.
Okay, Amal.
Me,
And then place the information in the list into the correct box below. Okay?
Okay. The sun is at the center of the solar system. Planets, dwarf moons, and other smaller objects make up the solar system. The 8 planets in the solar system can be divided into inner planets and outer planets. Each group have different characteristics.
These are the These are the characteristics, ya Amal. So, small and dense, longer revolutions, many moons, few moons, giant size, closest to sun, gases surface, low density, rings, rocky surface. Okay, all these characteristics, we want to put them into 2 groups. Which one belong to inner planets? Which one belong to outer planets? Okay, and to be very fast, I do not want you to write it down. I want you to write only the number next to the characteristic. So if it's an inner planet, we will write number 1. If it's outer planets, we will write number 2. Deal?
Okay.
So,
Yes.
okay. Let's start, everyone. Who wants to start with me?
Feroz.
Okay, Fayrouz. Now, small and dense. Who are small and dense? Inner planets or outer planets?
أنا.
So, 1 or 2?
Planet.
Number 1. Excellent. Excellent. Amal. Giant gases. Who are giant size? Sorry, giant size.
I know.
Giant size, outer planet.
Excellent.
2.
Maria. Rings. Who have rings?
Outer planet, number 2.
Excellent. Number 2. Mariana. Who has longer revolutions?
Outer planets.
Excellent. Definitely outer planets. Who are the closest to the sun, ya Haifa?
I know.
Who are closest to the sun, ya Haifa? Again, what?
Miss
Haifa, are you here?
Miss Aina.
Haifa? Haifa?
question.
Okay, Judy, closest to the sun.
Inner planet.
Of course, number 1, inner planets. Rocky surface, ya Tulin. Tulin, who has rocky surface, ya Tulin?
Inner planet.
Excellent. Inner planet has rocky surface. Well done, ya Tulin. Number 1. Who has many moons, inner or outer planets?